Section 38. 274. Those who, in charity, 323 spend of their goods, by night and by day, in secret and in public, have their reward with their Lord. On them shall be no fear, nor shall they grieve. 275. Those who devour usury 324 will not stand except, as stands one whom the Satan by his touch hath driven to madness. 325. That is because they say, trade is like usury. 326. 323. We recapitulate the beauty of charity, i.e., unselfish giving of oneself or one's goods, before we come to its opposite, i.e., the selfish grasping greed of usury against those in need or distress. Charity, instead of impoverishing you, will enrich you. You will have more happiness and less fear. Contrast it with what follows, the degradation of the grasping usurer. 324. Usury is condemned and prohibited in the strongest possible terms. There can be no question about the prohibition. When we come to the definition of usury, there is room for difference of opinion. Hadrat Umar, according to Ibn Kathir, felt some difficulty in the matter, as the Prophet left this world before the details of the question were settled. This was one of the three questions on which he wished he had had more light. From the Prophet, our ulama, ancient and modern, have worked out a great body of literature on usury, based mainly on economic conditions as they existed at the rise of Islam. 325. An apt simile. Whereas legitimate trade or industry increases the prosperity and stability of men and nations, a dependence on usury would merely encourage a race of idlers, cruel bloodsuckers, and worthless fellows who do not know their own good and therefore akin to madmen. 326. Owing to the fact that interest occupies a central position in modern economic life, and specially since interest is the very lifeblood of the existing financial institutions, a number of Muslims have been inclined to interpret it in a manner which is radically different from the understanding of Muslim scholars throughout the last 14 centuries and is also sharply in conflict with the categorical statements of the Prophet, peace be on him. According to Islamic teachings, any excess on the capital is riba, interest. Islam accepts no distinction, insofar as prohibition is concerned, between reasonable and exorbitant rates of interest, and thus what came to be regarded as the difference between usury and interest, nor between returns on bonus for consumption and those for production purposes, and so on.